Well, guys, I just want to apologize and take a second to say, can I go back and retroactively raise my ratings for the past
I
season?
know. I was gonna say
Half a
that.
yub because, oh boy, it got worse.
One of the last ones we put out, you were like, "I'm banking on season 2 for the high yub rating." Like, there's no way, Cody.
Oh, I was so
Nope.
wrong.
Not season 2.
Yeah, it's been a little rough these last few.
I've been kind of thinking, if we were watching these, like, everything in reverse order, we would be amazed at, like, how much better everything keeps getting. Because, like, when we got to the Ewok movies, we were just like, oh, these are kind of lame compared to, like, the actual Star Wars movies. But I feel like if we watched the Ewok movies at this point, we'd say, this is amazing.
Sure.
Look at what they did with these Ewok characters. But for now, we've got Ewoks season 2, episode 2, or 3 and 4, however you want to put them. I guess we're doing them
A and B.
2A and B. Home is where the Shrieks are, and the second half is Princess Latara.
I want to get a plaque that says "Home is where the Shrieks are" and put it on my door.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then you and your friend Larry.
Right, my roommate Larry.
Larry. And both of these are from September 20th, 1986. So there you go. Consider yourself introduced. Episode.
Yeah, who wants to give a beautiful summary on this one?
I feel like I'm not going to have much to say about either of these beyond the summary, to be honest.
They're so simple.
No. There is plenty to talk about, but we'll assure you none of it is interesting.
Like that. Well, that's the thing. Some of the episodes, even if they're bad, there's enough funny stuff either to make fun of or just interesting background things happening. And this pair of episodes didn't have much of either of those.
Yeah. We'll cover it, but
you've been warned.
This podcast is probably going to be more entertaining than the episode, so don't even bother. Here we go. In this episode, Wicket decides he's going to move out of the house because all his mom ever has him do is chores. So he and Tebow move into an old abandoned treehouse outside of the village somewhere. But apparently there's a Shriek that doesn't live in the house, but doesn't want anyone else in the house.
Or Shrieks, plural, as far as they know.
So it scares them out of the house, but then they go looking for it in the tree. The bottom, like in the roots of the tree, under the tree is like where the sound is coming from. It's just like this disembodied laughing that they hear. And they find the Shriek, which is not actually what it's called. All the Wikipedia says is it's a three-eyed, purple-furred being living under the tree.
That's what they're actually called. That's the species.
Yep. His name is Larry. Actually, I don't know why he doesn't want anybody there. He seems pretty lonely. They invite him back to Ewok Village for whatever their harvest festival thing. What is it called?
It's the Harvest Festival.
Yeah, the Harvest Festival. That is what it is. It's as generic as it gets. The end.
The end. All right, should we talk about this one and then the second half?
Sure.
The cast of characters changed from the first season to the second.
It got reduced.
Yeah, you have your 4 main Ewoks, but
yeah.
His brothers have disappeared from existence.
They're here.
Are they?
No.
They showed up very briefly. I don't think they even had a line.
Princess Latara.
Okay. They were there.
Oh, you know what? His mom mentioned them, actually. Wicket runs off, and she's like, well, we'll see if he stays away longer than his brothers did.
Yep.
I thought that's a nice little, that's like a phase kids go through, apparently. And
yeah.
I mean, I don't think I ever did that, but apparently kids do run away from home for like an hour and then get bored and come home again. But his dad was always around in the first season, and now his dad's sort of like vanished, but his mom's always here.
Yeah.
They saved Deej only for him to run away.
Whatever happened to Deej?
Yeah, I don't
I'll
know.
have to save him again.
And like Milani, I don't think we've seen her.
No. Yeah, I was thinking about that, listening back to one of the Wicket's Wagon podcast. In that one, I mean, Milani was looking like she and Wicket were a thing, potentially. I was like all hyped for this.
Oh yeah, because she was the one spending all that time with him building the wagon.
Right.
Yeah.
Although we did also mention that the Wikipedia says that eventually Nisa and Wicket do get married, so we know how the story
spoilers.
ends.
I don't know. We got to keep this tension going here.
Any hope I had for that ship is over with season 2 because apparently she is no longer a character.
Oh,
Yep.
How much hope did you have for that?
All of our hopes died with season 2.
There must have been some serious outcry after season 2. It's like as bad as the end of Game of Thrones.
Well,
Yeah.
Ewoks, Game of Thrones.
It's a fair comparison. Yeah, so Wicket leaves the house saying not even 100 munyips could bring him back.
Million munyips.
Yeah.
He's got that alliteration.
Oh, it rhymes. You're right. Which is a weird thing to say. Maybe it's.
But apparently it's not that
phrase.
weird, as we find out. Apparently it's a pretty common thing for kids running away to
Well,
say.
the munyips are those little peeper animals, right? Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, little tutors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not very big.
Right.
It would maybe take 1,000,000 of them.
Not even they could bring him back.
Oh, yeah. Well, this obvious message that is trying to be conveyed.
Oh yeah.
Don't run away from home.
Yeah.
I mean, they were doing okay. I don't
Eh.
really know what the problem was.
It's like, my mom never lets me leave the house. I'm like, what about all those crazy adventures you guys went on in the first season? Like, none of that happened.
And even in this season, they've done it like every episode.
It's just this immediate issue of having to do chores, you know.
Yeah, this is how he
never
feels.
get to leave the house.
Yeah.
I want to join the academy this year.
Waste time with your friends later, Wicket.
Yeah, so I mean, let's just say so. Larry, the lesson here, as taught by Larry the Shriek, he also says that he ran away from home and that not 1,000,000 munyips could bring him back. But he says after a few years he went back to his home and they had all moved away.
And he was all alone.
There's the lesson.
And that's why you don't run away from home.
Don't run away. Your family's gonna leave you.
I'm thinking of that guy in Arrested Development.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe his family was just hiding from him to teach him a lesson.
Okay, so here's a thought on Larry, is he was first just trying to scare them away, but when they found him out, then he starts telling them this story about like, oh, well, you shouldn't run away from home because here's what'll happen and here's what happened to me.
Sure.
Like,
he's also successful in
is
getting
this a true story, or did he just change tactics? He's like, oh,
That's
okay, I can't
clever.
scare you out. Maybe I'll kind of guilt you out of it, or
Oh, it all makes
Yeah.
sense now. This episode was really actually super deep.
I mean, and then at the end, they invite him back to the village, and he is eating all of their food.
Mm-hmm.
So what is Larry's angle
Just
here?
get what he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Have his own place. Not be bothered by meddling little Ewoks. Get plenty of free food. And
Right, take advantage of hospitality.
yeah.
He is in another episode, so we
Oh,
have
no.
Really?
that to look forward to. Yeah.
Oh, I do not remember that. Okay.
That's an upcoming episode, I would assume.
Terrible.
His voice was interesting.
I mean, it's kind of a joke, like, you think it's something scary, right?
Yeah.
But then he's just this goofy-looking monster whose name is Larry, and he just has, like, this boring...
Well, it's
voice.
almost like it's like a New York or some
Yeah.
kind of East
Yeah.
Coast accent, right?
Accent.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just me, guys. Larry.
Yeah, forget about
Come
it.
on, what do you
know?
want?
We'll put a clip in here.
There's nobody else. It's just me, Larry.
Larry?
Yeah, exactly. I can't quite place it, but like he feels like I've heard this guy in lots of stuff.
Mhm.
Larry.
He drops his act pretty quickly once he gets caught.
Well, like he's kind of weird looking. He probably still could have scared him if he tried.
But man, Wicket was pretty serious though. He's like, because he thought that there was multiple Shrieks. So when he captured Larry, he's like, all right, you guys better come out here or your friend gets it.
Oh,
Like, oh
yeah.
man, Wicket, what are you going to do to him?
He's a warrior, you know?
Don't mess around.
And Larry is not a Star Wars name at all.
No.
They're just
that's
like,
a joke.
what's like your average Joe kind of guy? Yeah.
Joke name. Exactly.
Sorry. Apologies to any listeners named Larry.
But you're a joke.
Oofda.
I have no apologies.
Wow.
That's the truth. So there's one other thing to talk about. They're staying in this abandoned treehouse, and Tebow brings some friends home.
Yeah.
He doesn't say who they are.
Hmm.
I was trying to figure this out. They are called Kegels.
Say what now?
Kegels.
What are they, like beavers or
It
badgers?
says they are brown furred creatures, but they're sentient. They speak and they play cards with Tebow.
I speak. That's supposed to be Jar Jar. It sounded more like Yoda.
They're like kind of some weird cross between Ewok and beavers and hillbillies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like weird because they've never been mentioned before, and yet they seem to be friends of Tebow, and they're like alive things. You know, I'm just not taking this season 2 seriously. It feels like
No.
they just are making things up that have no relevance whatsoever
Yeah.
to the greater Endor lore.
Are you questioning the canonicity of
Right.
of season 2 of Ewoks?
Yeah,
How scandalous.
just gone too far.
Not season 1.
Season 1 was fine.
We say that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In retrospect.
It says it is not known whether Kegel is the name of the species or their family. So there's 3 brothers, the Kegels. They're in 2 other episodes. There you go.
Maybe they'll get more fleshed out at that point.
It's possible. It could be ring ring situation.
True.
Oh, that's right.
You know.
He got this entire, not just a backstory, but like an entire culture developed
yeah.
around him.
Oh yeah. We got the whole history.
Yeah. Anything?
Well,
Oh, what?
there's also this part at the end. So I mean, we talked about this before, but Tebow has become the clown of the group.
Ugh. It angers me so much.
So it's a shot of him eating. He's sitting next to Latara at the Harvest Festival, and it's like within like this one shot is like 2 seconds long, and he manages to spill her drink and drop his drink in his soup.
Yep.
It's the worst.
They ruined Tebow. And they ruined pretty much all the characters. Like why?
He's not the only one doing this stuff. He's just doing it more than the rest of them. So far, this season has lost no opportunity of having someone do some kind of a slapstick thing. Wicket was getting tangled up in this like sheet on his way out the door at the beginning.
Yeah. It just feels pretty heavily directed on Tebow. They're making him the klutz. It's sad to see, you know?
Yeah. Anything else?
Moving on.
And now for something completely
For
different.
something kind of different. Princess Latara.
That's right, not Princess Nisa.
No.
Princess
Right.
Latara.
What's going on here?
Once again, they have proven to us that Latara is a shallow jerk who is just rude
You're right.
and is super selfish and takes advantage of everyone.
That's the lesson of this one. Don't be like Latara.
Oh. She maybe learns things.
Does she learn anything in this? I don't think she does.
She is close to learning a lesson in this episode.
Oh my goodness. All right, who wants to summarize this?
There's some creepy frog queen, and she's trying to find a princess for her son so that she can inherit all the kingdom's wealth and stuff. So she sends out her goons to find a princess. Meanwhile, Princess Nisa is walking by, and Latara just doesn't want to do any chores. She's like, I wish I could be a princess just for a day. Just like that. So then they're like, oh ho, I wonder what's going to happen. So she's like, fine, Latara, you can be princess just for a day. And then Latara obviously lets it go to her head and like orders Tebow and Wicket to pretty much be her slaves as
Yeah.
she tours her kingdom. And then, of course, she gets, captured by these frog people and forced into this marriage. And then they escape.
They rescue her, and then she tells them to carry her back.
Yeah.
What a great episode.
Yeah.
So I don't like these frog creatures.
So, okay, they're called Gorfs with a PH.
Gorf. I like that
Oh.
word. I like the name. Oh, wait a second. That is frog spelled backward.
Ha!
Oh yeah, with a PH. Nice.
Hey.
Good catch. Queen of the Gorfs is called Slugga.
What a great name. They were really straining to come up with names here. Well, I mean, I guess if they have to come up with like 5 brand new names pretty much every episode, then yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things. Endor's a big place. Sure, there can be frog kingdoms as well.
This is the only episode they're seen in.
Thank goodness.
She's busy trying to find a princess for her son, who is really dumb.
Pretty dim-witted.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, I like this one, Mom. Let's have
I
that.
like this one. He's so gross.
He's kind of a creeper. And the princesses that they are presenting are all really like tiny and like Princess of the Bugs and Princess of the.
They're from different species.
They're just all super small. I don't really know why.
These frogs are huge.
Well, the frogs are, because like
But yeah, but
next to an Ewok,
it's
there's
like how many different species with
princesses.
royalty does Endor have here? There's apparently many developed cultures on Endor.
Yeah, that's true.
There's like a smaller frog type princess. There's some kind of giggling bug or something they called it.
Does not speak. She just giggles through her entire
Yep.
scene.
None of these are worthy wives for the son, apparently. So the queen declares that they will be cast into the pit.
Yep.
And we never see what's in that pit.
No.
And we never see those princesses again.
It's pretty gruesome. We just watched them
Well, at the end,
kill a bunch of
they-
princesses.
I don't know. At the end, they all fall into the pit, and you just hear them talking down there. So
Do?
yeah, they
I
like
didn't see that.
they end up rolling all of the frog
Oh,
people
yeah.
into it, and then they're just like yelling at each other down there.
Wow, that was the end of an entire line.
I mean, I
Orcs.
don't think they died. Like, I don't think it's that deep.
But they're stuck down there forever.
Whatever.
Maybe not.
This episode, we do see Paplu and was it Wichi walking by. They kind of like dive out of the way because Baga is running so fast.
Yeah, well, Latara is gonna ride Baga around the village as the new princess, but Baga's like out of control, I guess. Yeah, almost stampedes over Wicket's brothers here. It's just the 2 brothers? Who's that last one here? Oh, is that
Oh, that's his dad.
his dad? So
Okay.
there he is.
They exist. They just don't do
He makes
anything.
an appearance for 1 frame.
Okay.
I thought this was kind of nice. So Baga bucks Latara off and she falls in a well. And she says, I'm a mess. And then Tebow says, you're the best looking mess I've ever seen.
Yep. And she just is such a jerk in return.
And she just blows him off. Yeah, it's like, man,
He's trying.
yeah, I know, but like, appreciate your man, you know?
Well, no, that's what I mean. I feel like he's sticking by her. Later on, he does too. He's like, I know we don't have to
Yeah.
like follow your orders. We're just kind of
Right.
helping you out, whatever. Well, Wicket says, I'm only doing it because like Nisa kind of bribed me to.
Yeah, so Nisa bribes Wicket into carrying Latara around by saying that she'll give him the pink pearl of patience for his warrior belt.
Belt of honor.
Belt of honor. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is that really patience? He doesn't seem to be acting very patient. He's like very begrudgingly doing this just to get the badge.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very genuine, does it?
Right.
Well, and like, isn't there an official way to award these things? Can friends just like give each other stuff for their belts?
I mean, Latara is the princess.
Yeah, and so maybe she has.
She might be the authority on what is allowed on this belt.
Maybe she's allowed to give him things.
But it was interesting to me because they're continuing with this belt of honor thing.
Right.
You know?
That's actually
So we're gonna have to make a list of what all ends up on Wicket's belt of honor.
That's right.
Because I was joking that they're gonna draw everything that's added to it as he accumulates them over the course of this season. And there is a feather, the silver feather that he gets in episode 1, or he gets it added to his belt. He already had it from when they went to the Tree of Light, but that they are drawing that on every episode. But he doesn't have the crystal that he got from last episode.
Oh, we noticed a major mistake. Can't believe they would do that.
Well, and he doesn't get the pearl because he can't tough it out. He can't follow her orders that long.
I mean, I don't blame him.
But it is another potential badge. I'm trying to find something to keep track of here just to keep myself engaged.
I don't know if that's possible.
All right. Well, the frogs take her because they think she's a real princess, and the other Ewoks sneak in and rescue her.
The Gorfs are in this cave. I mean, the Ewoks are sneaking up to see what's going on down here. And they say, oh, there's Latara. And Tebow says...
Oh, well, right, because they say she's getting married, and Tebow's, like, sad about that.
He is sad about it, but, like, the way he says it, it's really strange. It sounds like they, like, pitched his voice down. Here you go.
Look, there's Latara. And she's about to get married.
Yeah. Married.
Married. I listened to it like 3 times. I'm like, what the heck was that?
She's clearly not choosing someone else over him. Like,
Right,
this is a situation they're planning to rescue her from. He doesn't quite seem to have that part figured out. They and they what is it? They throw the crown at frogs, and it tumbles them all into their pit.
Spins them
Yep.
all.
Bowling balls it.
Latara runs into this cone-shaped
Crab or something?
cave crab.
Whoa.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird thing. Another creature to add to the list. It's totally unnamed. Does not have an article.
Yeah, there wasn't really even a purpose for it, because she just gets up and keeps moving. It's just sort of there.
I thought it was going to, like, slow her and Tebow, because then Tebow runs into her there. Slow them down, they're going to get caught again or something, but... You know, they don't have time for any more development. This is like a 10-minute episode.
See, I think that's a big part of the problem with these is they're so short. They don't have time to do anything deeper.
Right. But then why do you keep introducing new creatures and stuff? It's like you can do some sort of development if you don't add 100 new things.
That's the problem. We talked about this with some of the movies too, is like just finding a balance between new things and old things, I think. If you only always add new stuff, then you're not able to, I want to see new things, but I don't always want just new things.
It might be interesting in being new, but it has no longevity and it doesn't build to anything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got to have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I mean, just in case, what did you guys rate these 2 episodes?
No, I'll let you know if I give one of these a yub. Just no as a default, I think.
We don't even have to bring it up. We said, like, in the first episode, they get a default nub unless we say otherwise.
and
we're just going to keep that up.
I think there are a few interesting ones coming up in this season.
Because
if I'm remembering correctly.
Who was it? Nisa's sister is going to be in.
But we'll get to them.
In a few of them.
Oh, Asha is in them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's good. Maybe they'll have her, like, run around and, like, trip over some stuff. I can't wait.
Right? How are they going to ruin this, like, cool Raised by Wolves?
Yeah, I wonder how that plays out.
And they're just going to ruin her.
No.
Next time we have actually a full-length episode.
Huh.
Yeah, so maybe that one will actually be good.
We will find out.
I'm not betting on it, though.
How do you even say that? The Raich?
Raich. We will maybe find out how it is pronounced on next episode. Any closing statement?
Subscribe to our YouTube channel that's outdated.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube.
You're getting it up.
And follow us on Twitter and give us a bunch of stars over on iTunes.
Oh, yeah?
Because we're fun to listen to. Even if you don't like these episodes, like us. Maybe you like listening to us talk about them. And if you do like these episodes and you disagree with our ratings, tell us why you are wrong about that. Tell us why we are wrong about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Cool. Well, we'll see you guys all here. Same Same channel. Tune in
Same
next week.
walk time, same walk channel.